Hey guys, so in today's video, I wanted to talk about something that is very important on the spiritual path when you are awakening to more of yourself, when you are growing and transforming from that, metaphorically speaking, from the caterpillar to the butterfly. I wanted to speak to this aspect because it's crucial to really stepping into your own, your sovereignty, your power, reconnecting yourself back with, source energy. It's very important to know how devastating or how much the ego can wreck your life if you let it. The egoic mind is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the heart, the spiritual, the eternalness of you that's connected with the higher self, that's connected with God. I'm talking about the egoic structure that lives and resides within all of us that really plays a heavy role, if we allow it, in destroying our lives. And we all have areas where we allow this to happen, especially if you have a lot of prestige or, money, or you were raised to believe fallacies, like that just aren't true about you or your experience of life, not trusting in your source, in God, the universe, whatever label you want to call it. So what I have come to experience in my own life, and from what I've studied, and I've studied a lot of different texts at this point, to a point, I'm not versed. I do a lot of reading, or at least in the wintertime I do, when it calms down and everything, quiet, and, it gets quiet and I feel like a bear in hibernation in the winter. I do a lot more reading. But anger, anything that's negative. So anger, jealousy, anxiety, resentments, you list it. Whatever emotion does not feel good in your body, whatever emotion is hindering you and your progress and your spiritual development, that is what's going to keep you from having a better experience of life. These emotions, they put us in hell. They literally put us in hell. And so if we're not willing to let go of these emotions as much as we can, and to stay conscious in our every, hour by hour, day by day experience of life, we're going to continually perpetuate and create hell, basically. And that is a very big statement, and I'm not saying that for myself. I'm saying that for you guys. That is the very essence of what spiritual growth and overcoming the struggles of life is all about. It's about harnessing our negative emotions and cultivating healing from past traumas, of course, because we all have them, and then turning that around and learning how to go into more positive thoughts, of course, but on a deeper level, just really learning how to connect with your soul, who you really are, knowing who you really are, connecting with that, grounding yourself in that, and rising in that. That is a part of the spiritual path. Okay, I'm reading my notes here. Allow yourself to experience life. Yeah, I mean, it's also about, forgiving yourself when you do, because we are going to continue to experience negative emotion. It's a part of the human path, but if you can cultivate that awareness and cultivate that pivotal, the pivoting that I always talk about in my videos, where you pivot from the negative emotion to the positive emotion, or if you, not the positive emotion, but if you can just really be conscious of what you're feeling. What is really going on up here? If there's a circumstance where you get triggered, what was the past trauma that triggered that event? That kind of thing. So you have to really tap into being in real time all the time. Real time all the time. And allowing those negative emotions to pass through you and then to dissolve so that you can continue to rise. So, and that's all a part of the ultimate lesson of learning unconditional love. Learning unconditional love is learning to unconditionally love yourself, learning to unconditionally love others, learning to let shit go when it needs to go. Now, I'm not saying let people tramp all over you. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's another life lesson that we have to learn sometimes when we're too giving and we're too loving. We have to learn how to put our foot down. But what I am saying is that we are conditioned and programmed to believe that pain and the pain that others cause us, the pain that circumstances cause us is, the end all be all, and you just have to grope through, just have to bear through it, in other words. But we don't have to do that. We can rise, we can evolve out of that through learning to live consciously and unconditionally. All these negative emotions are indicators that we have allowed our experiences to overtake us, and also that we're not tapping into love enough, that we're not tapping into the essence of who we are enough, that we're allowing outside circumstances or our people to dominate us and to make us feel whatever it is that they're trying to, that experience or the people are trying to make us feel. And also, the outside world is always a reflection of what's going on in our hearts. That's always the case. Our minds create constantly. And by heart, I mean, the mind is what generates our outward experiences. It's what reflects back to us what we still have yet to heal, what we still have yet to transform in our lives so that we can become the people that we want to be and have the experiences that we want to experience. I am no better than anyone that hears this message. I have plenty of my own stuff going on that I am still having to transmute and so that I can, again, heal, transform, and rise. So anyway, I think that message feels complete. Unconditional love. Cultivating that is the most important thing that we can do for ourselves and then for others. Do it first for yourself Continually forgive yourself. Continually learn from your experiences. Stay conscious of what you're experiencing. Stay conscious of what's going on in your life and how you're responding to it and how you're allowing yourself to either not grow or to grow. And then you will naturally rise, and you will learn the art more and more of unconditional love. So I hope this message helps. Happy Sunday. It's a slow day for me, and I'm enjoying it. It's beautiful outside, not too cold. Perfect, really. So anyway, I will catch you in the next video. Bye.